Can't get enough BYU football? Listen to Cougar Nation. Mitch Harper takes your calls Monday nights from 6 to 7 on KSL News Radio. Podcast at kslnewsradio.com.
That's right. He's Mitch Harper. He is the BYU insider that you need to hear from. If you have not already followed Mitch on all the socials, you got to do it. Read his byline at KSLSports.com, and you can also hear him on Cougar Sports Saturday with Matt Baiamonte and Cougar Nation on Mondays, where you can call in and complain about the BYU football program, even though there's not much to complain about. So let's jump in. I think we've got a little open for our sound roundup. So let's just jump in and we'll get a listen to that, and then we're just gonna have it star one particular guy this week, and we'll jump in right here.
Big 12 Sound Roundup.
Check 1, 2.
The best bites, cheap shots, and excuses from Saturday's postgame news conferences.
I didn't want to hear any complaint. I didn't want to hear any excuses from Coach Prime this week, Mitch. So you know what we did? We're just going to jump right in with BYU's quarterback, Jake Retzlaff, who is currently rolling. 6-0 right now are the Cougs. They've already eclipsed their win total from last year. They're, of course, only won 5 games last year. This year they've won 6. They're 6-0. They've already won 3 games in conference. They only won 2 games last year in all of the season of conference play. So here's Jake Retzlaff in the postgame after the Arizona win yesterday, 41-19 down in Provo.
PK is awesome, man. He can do everything. I mean, the punt return a few weeks ago, he can run the ball too in the jet game really well. He can throw the ball a little bit. You guys have seen all of his gadget plays. You saw the exact same play at Arkansas last year. He's a great player, man. He's a guy who didn't have a great few weeks of the season, frankly. Had a drop or two in our first home game, but the guy just kept his head down, kept working, and now he gets to reap those rewards, man. The touchdown catch today, that was awesome. I didn't have a doubt he's going to make that play. When I saw the matchup, when I made my read, I was licking my chops, so I was happy for him to make that play.
What do you think adding LJ to the offense again gives a different element to your offense?
It's funny you guys ask these questions because you ask about, like, Sione Moa and how he's so awesome, and then you ask about LJ how he's so awesome. And it's like they're all awesome. Like they all do so many great things. And, like, I could name every running back in the room, and they could go out here and do some amazing things. LJ is a tremendously good player. That guy is awesome. I know we have so much confidence in him. He made a couple great runs late in that game when we wanted to steal the game, and he did a great job of that. LJ is a great player, man. He can do it all. I'm super excited for him, super proud of him, the way he played today.
What's going through your mind when the defense set you guys up on the 9-yard line to open up the third quarter?
Oh, that was fun. Touchdown Chase Roberts, right? Chase made a great play. The ball got tipped to the line of scrimmage. Chase made a good adjustment. But, man, our defense is doing it week in and week out. It is so awesome. It was like deja vu from the K-State game, right? I mean, the 2 turnovers right away back-to-back to start the half. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's incredible to play with those guys on the other side of the ball.
How would you assess maybe the preparation for this week? It seemed like you had a lot of national attention with some ESPN features and whatnot, just the preparation that went with all the outside distractions.
All that stuff is gravy, man. The number one thing is take care of business on the field, no matter what. I remember, doing the national attention is definitely something, but at the same time, like, you gotta keep the main thing. And I don't think anybody's better at that. Any group of people I've been around that's better at that than this football team. We are so good at going from joking around, having fun, to executing football plays. I don't think there's a better place to be for that. Thursday practice is just helmets practice day, and that was the most intense day of practice. And that just goes to show the professionalism with these guys and just how great they are at taking care of business on the field. And so we all have that mindset. And so the national attention is great. The interviews are great. All the pub is awesome, and it's so great for the BYU image, making BYU even bigger than it is. And so we love it, but we're also so good at making the main thing the main thing.
You guys took over at the 6-inch line, had to go 99 yards. What was said before that drive? Anything?
Let's go 99 yards and score a touchdown. That was literally what was said by 3 or 4 guys to me, and I said it back to them. We're excited for that. Quarterback sneak gave us a little room. They jumped off sides. Great job by our team by looking ready and making them jump. And then, we just made plays all the way down the field. Keanu over the middle. These guys are just – Darius obviously on the side, just made a great catch to start it, got the momentum going. Then Kibo, then the run game picked up at the end of that drive. So, you tell me, that guy balled his butt off. We had 0 sacks again. I mean, Connor Pay, put your feet up, bro. Relax. Like, I'm just kidding, but yeah, like Bruce played incredible, man. He just did everything that he does. Bruce is one of the most fun guys to just be around in the locker room. I got the privilege of being a few lockers down from him, so we're good buddies. And that guy is just. You'd think a guy like that coming in for his first start at center in his career would be like nervous or like trying to be too focused. You know what I mean? That guy was making jokes more than I was tonight on the sideline, which is saying something. And like, just goes to show that guy is so comfortable, so confident in himself. I mean, that speaks to Coach Woods and his preparation of all of his guys. He's a great O-line coach. We're so blessed to have him. And it's fun to look at all these stats, the rushing, the passing, the receiving. But what's never on here is the O-line play, because there's no way to justify it, right? I mean, rushing can kind of sum it up, but no, it can't, because those guys played their tails off today. It just straight up, point blank period. They're awesome. I could name you play after play of guys making great blocks. Just over and over again, I could name them. Braden Kime, 4th and 1, made an incredible block. He alerted to the linebacker, made a great run up the sideline going north. Kime again on the 3rd and 1, just railed that guy to the left side. You watch the tape, the hole looks like you could drive a forklift through it. I said Connor Pay could probably scoot through it on his little scooter. The guys are making plays left to right. It is so fun. Waylon loved when we go heavy on the goal line. He was in the backfield, made that great crush block. That DN wanted nothing to do with him and made it easy for LJ to get in the end zone. So guys are making plays left and right. I can keep going on. Big Tree made a great block on a play and allowed me to scramble and make a great throw to Chase for a big play. These guys are making plays left and right. Osalus, I mean, these guys are awesome.
Take us back, the chemistry of off-season till now, whereas you guys are driving up the field, back-to-back plays for 80-plus yards for touchdowns.
It's fun to think about it, man. When we're down, all right, we were down 7-0. We should have been up. But we're down 7-0. But, man, we didn't flinch. The guys, we were running these stadiums in the summer. We were looking out at the field like, I can't wait to go show it on the field. So it's easy to remember the hard days of summer. It's easy to remember, like, my training did this for me. And so when things get tough, man, these guys fall back on their training and play really good. I could just keep naming them, bro. I'd bore you guys with the amount of things I could name for this offense to do. Like all these guys are stepping up in so many ways that doesn't show up right here on the stat sheet, and it's the reason why we win 41-19 against a really good Arizona team.
The season's far from being over, but 6-0, is this validation for you, just everything that has come?
No. We're only 14 in the country. We're better than that. We got a really good football club here. I'm really excited for what we're going to do the rest of the season. 6-0 is awesome. It's awesome to be able to say that we got bowl eligible. Great, but, man, we just want to get better and better and better every week. And these guys have, like I said, they have the right mindset for it. So I'm excited to see what we do as the season goes on.
Jake, to follow up on that, I mean, this place has been around for 100 years, this program. Not many quarterbacks have got off to 6-0 starts. I mean, just the quarterbacks that have done it are some of the best. I mean, what do you feel like that means to you to be kind of in that realm of QBs here?
I'm just blessed to be where I'm at, to do what I do. I got to talk to Steve Young before the game. He came up to me on the sideline. He called me a swashbuckler on the big noon kickoff game. But he said he was too, so I'm taking that as a compliment. Man, it's just incredible. I get to walk around and talk to Robbie Bosco every day. I get to talk to all these great guys, all these great quarterbacks, the great just players around the building like Tom Homo and Chad Lewis, all these legends I get to be around. And they do nothing but want to build us up. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be where we're at. And so I'm grateful for everybody who's come before me. I'm more grateful for the guys in the locker room with me doing this, because we love to give quarterbacks credit. We love to give quarterbacks the credit for the records, but it's not that, man. I mean, I was 0-4 last year. That means I was the worst quarterback in the country last year, and all of a sudden we're 6-0, and I'm the greatest. Like, no, that's not it. It's the guys around me playing really well that's making it what it is. And so grateful for them, grateful for everybody who came before me, and excited to keep this going.
Are the celebrations in the locker room still as animated and funny now that you guys are stacking them up week after week?
Yeah. Guys got to start coming up with new dance moves, but that's a good problem to have. Darius should have 3 touchdowns. I want to see what his next touchdown dance is every week. Usher against Baylor. who knows what. I got to stop taking pictures of him because apparently that might be a penalty next time. But I should probably stop doing that. So if you got any ideas for celebrations for me, I'll take them. But yeah, the guys are having a lot of fun, and we're having good problems.
That's quarterback Jake Retzlaff. Huge game for Jake. Solid performance. I shouldn't say huge. It was a solid performance. No turnovers, and he
Zero
continues.
interceptions. That's all that matters. I mean, honestly, that's honestly really
Yes.
that's what you want. Good Jake is just the guy who just keeps the ball rolling, man, and that's what you want. You want the good guy.
As you heard from Jake, he obviously took a little bit of offense to Steve Young calling him a swashbuckler, and but Jake's playing some good football right now, and he even ran the ball and didn't put the ball on the turf, so he's taking care of possessions, and he's doing a really good job. And you think about BYU, only 6 BYU teams have ever reached 6-0, and this is the 6th one.
Wild.
And you think about the quarterbacks that have led those teams that have started 6-0: Mark Wilson, Robbie Bosco, Max Hall, Brandon Doman, and Zach Wilson. Now Jake Retzlaff joins that crew. I mean, those are among the elite BYU quarterbacks, and he's in that mix. So Jake's feeling comfortable too. You heard it in that sound. He clearly is no longer looking over his shoulder, worried about Gary Bohannon. Like, he is QB1, and you're hearing that he's comfortable in his own skin now. He's talking to the media. It's a little bit, bantering back and forth. It was fun. I being in that press conference, it was fun to hear that side of him because he now truly is very comfortable in his spot, and he's got the spotlight all over him right now.
Yeah, and you want to be like, hey, look, these things are different this year for Jake, right? I mean, last year, you think about going 0-4 and then starting the season off 6-0 this year. It's a very, very different situation for him. So, all right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We've got more to go right around the corner. You don't want to miss any of it. Our program every Sunday brought to you by Macy's Grocery Store. Get the freshest fruits and vegetables from local farms and your favorite local brands. It is 1st and 12 right here. Alex Kirry, Mitch Harper. We'll be right back. More to go. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone and KSL News Radio.